name is Marie Kølbæk Iversen. I'm a visual artist based in Copenhagen and Sao Paulo, and I work in an extended field across media, but primarily I work within film, video, but also the light and sound technologies. Geology has somehow snuck its way into my practice through the back door. I didn't set out to work with geological topics or materials, but the way I work, I apply the reality of my select materials to the concept. For an example, in the work that we see here behind me, slide, the structure, the molecular structure of the opal plays a significant role in its conceptualization. The work consists of an opal slide, and I chose opal because it's an amorphous mineral. And unlike most solid minerals, opal being an amorphous mineral is in a flux towards another state of being. In that way, the work is a moving image, but on a different time scale that doesn't allow us human beings to detect its movement. The work was conceived for the Biennial of Moving Images in Geneva in 2014. I was inspired by the title of the exhibition, the Biennial of Moving Images, thinking, for whom are the images moving? On which time scale do they move? If I was a fly, a feature film would seem a still image because it would last a large part of my life. I wouldn't be able to detect the movement in the film. And if I were a planet, even the most inanimate, seemingly inanimate material would be fluctuating and in flux constantly. So with this work, I sought to relativize the anthropocentric measure for our conception of the world. The title of this work is Mirror Therapy. It consists of 5 slides made of Lapis Lazuli. Lapis Lazuli is a volcanic rock found in different parts of the world, but particularly in Afghanistan. The title, Mirror Therapy, refers to a neurological treatment method aimed at easing phantom pain in a body with a missing limb. In that way, by applying this title to the mineral ground, I get to think of the earth as a kind of body, and of the borders as potential wounds. I'm using the Afghan rock because mirror therapy has been specifically applied in the treatment of amputees of wounded soldiers from the Western invasion in Afghanistan. The work addresses phantom pain as in the kind of pain in something that is not there, or a pain that is there even if we don't recognize or acknowledge it. I'm thinking of the pain of being a unity separated or divided into fractions, a fractured unity, the earth as a fractured unity. The 5 slides are of course still. They stand still, they're stiffened. But Lapis Lazuli is a volcanic rock, and in that way it does have fluidity as a core essence of its being. It was fluid lava before it stiffened and crystallized as this rock, this composite rock. If we project ourselves back to the landscape in its fluid form, not in its stiffened crystallized form, but as lava, we would see that it wouldn't respect borders. It would just flow from A to A to A to A, not from A to B and then from B to C. The landscape doesn't know where it ends. Borders and territories are human projections onto a composite materiality, a big chunk of composite materiality that is our planet.